Look, invitation sent, signed, sealed, delivered, you got it, now welcome in. Engaging with the listener, a space for where you is. As we debate particulars, trying to build a bridge through conversation that's intimate, the mission is thought-provoking with words spoken, bitter truth, not to sugarcoat it, just to open this place on display. Wisdom in the words that he say, a part of just embracing every gray over here. No fear, clear, I'm unafraid. I'm much older, I no longer hold a child ways. Adults in the room, times past for playing games. Grown talk, isn't that the reason why you came? Simple and plain, delivery raw, straight to the chase. Better than before, learning from your yesterdays. Introducing insight, influence, be amazed by a brother of a certain age. Now rock with him.
My bad. I was saying what's up to y'all. My bad. I'm gonna just go back through it. What's good to Shaka King? What's good to Thrive and Glow? Stephanie Collins, what it do? Spirit Mouse in the house. HR's in the building. Got to be on our best behavior. Cool. Yep. Get your money right. Lisa J, get your money right. How are y'all doing? I probably should have done a couple of these during the week. Life be lifing, man. Catches up with you. So how are y'all doing? Hopefully y'all doing good. This is my Hydrate-N-Chat. I got my hydration, of course. Let me take a sip. Got a little pre-workout from my homie Howard blend. Got a little pre-workout, water, little iced tea mix. So that's what I got going on. What y'all sipping on this morning? Let's make sure my lighting is good. Again, I'm doing this. I'm doing this double streaming. So, portrait mode. What is this doing? Okay, hide the preview. All right, that's nothing. Health as well. Yeah, good. I'm glad you're doing good. You've been grinding too. You've been grinding. Like you do the minute in the morning. I mean, in the afternoon, and then you doing the you did last night. So you've been on your grind. Keeps me motivated. Keeps reminding me, like, yeah, man, get up there, do your thing. So Appreciate you for always showing up. You know, it's funny. I have 2 cats, and they're they have a room to themselves in the basement. So their litter, their food, got the little thing where they can climb on different little, but you know, cats, they'll just do their own thing. They'll climb on a windowsill and hang out. You'll set up all this stuff and they'll just sit in the windowsill. Normally they knock at the door when they want to come in. Or either they want to come in or they're letting you know that they don't have food and water is running low. And this morning, so I didn't open the door for them. This morning when I got in, they're already around. They're already in the house running around. So they must have figured out a way to bang the door and push it open. The one cat really only bangs the door. The other one is kind of the other one is more rambunctious, but she won't push her way into the house. The older one, she'll keep banging against the door until you come to the door, either talk to her, get her son to eat, or tell her to, go about her business. But they got in today, and I didn't let them in. They got in, they was around. They didn't do anything. It's just, when you walk out of the room and you don't expect to see the cats, and they're just there, it scared me a little bit. So, but yeah, man. And your animals become part of your family. So what y'all got going on? Everything? Are y'all talking? Let's see. Let me just make sure before I get to going on what I want to do today. Actually, let me turn the music down a little bit because I believe the videos that I want to look at, I want to share with you guys might have some music to them. So. Said when I showed I hear you. Yeah, one of my cats is definitely, she will you can't leave anything out anywhere. The other one, she just wants to go like by the baseboard heaters, get kind of under the curtain and just lay up against there, or she'll find a chair, a comfy chair. So if you leave like your shirt or something like that, a hoodie or something like that on the couch, yeah, she gonna cuddle in that. She's gonna get that spot. But the other one, she is everywhere, and she hears a noise, she's running, she coming to get it, whatever it is. She's all over the place. So. Enough about cats, though. Enough about cats. Today, I just wanted to just encourage people to look within their communities for things that are the programs, whether it be, well, let me say spotlight things. I'm going to be spotlighting something specific, and but I was just want to encourage people. At times we are grinding, we are doing our thing, we moving in that fast-paced world. We trying to get our bills paid, we trying to save up for retirement, we trying to do all these things, and what's going on today in the world, it feels like it's not enough compassion. But I think if we look in our prospective communities, we'll be able to see that there are programs and there are things, there are people like actually on the ground, boots on the ground, actually doing things that help the community. And some of them is government funded things, and then others it'll be things that are basically community funded. Donation-based, community funded, started by your neighbors, the people close to you. And I would encourage you guys to go and take a look within your community and spotlight some of them things. That's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'll do that from time to time anyway, because there's a lot of cool shit going on in these communities, and mine in particular. A lot of cool shit going on. Good morning, the real ATL one. Where do I know you from? The name don't sound familiar. Where do I know you from? Are you newly subbed? Let me know. Um, but yeah, so these hydrating chats again, they are designed to to get you hydrating yourself. Remember you to hydrate yourself, and during the course of that, throw a little couple of things in there that we could talk about, only just to spark conversation, if nothing else. You know what I'm saying? If nothing else, we want to spark that conversation. And today, like I said, I am encouraging y'all to go look within your communities to see some of these and spotlight some of these people who are doing positive things, whether it's like mentor groups, wellness programs, food pantries, community centers, like youth organizations, local businesses that are doing some things. So again, I'm going to encourage you to spotlight those things in your community. And if you want to, if you feel so inclined, get involved with it too. Get involved with it. And then, and also too, like, you never know if you're spotlighting, especially if you have a platform. If you're spotlighting, you never know, somebody may connect with them, or somebody may be in the area, or somebody may feel like, hey, look, I want to donate to that. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to inquire about that. And it doesn't have to be the things that I spotlight. It could be, it'll inspire you to go to into your communities and reach out to those people that are doing these things. What's good, Vagoda? Hopefully you're having a good day. You said Mikey in here? Salute to the king. What's good, Mikey? Hopefully you're having a good day. Saw you was a little busy yesterday. I had to put in some time. I'm sure DMO would appreciated the time that you put in. So good morning, Joe. Appreciate you for coming here always. Are y'all rocking tonight? Are you and Last Call rocking tonight? Let me know. Are y'all rocking tonight? Because I'm off tonight. So, it's usually harder for me when I work Friday nights to tap in with you guys, because I'm usually sleeping. And then like right before as I'm heading into work, I'm catching y'all like 2-3 hours in, and I get a chance to just say a couple of little things here and there, and then you guys tap out. But yeah, I'm actually off tonight. So if you are okay, you saying y'all doing this, that's what's up. All right, cool. So two things. I'm gonna be spotlighting a friend of mine, a good friend of mine. His YouTube channel is Portcast. He's a local brother. He has a local, he likes to spotlight the community that I'm in. I live in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Historically, it doesn't have a good name, good rap within the state of Connecticut, and locally Massachusetts, New York, whatever. So people don't necessarily always have good things to say. But my buddy Jannard from he has his channel Portcast, and let me find it. I'm gonna put it in the chat, and then let me see. I'll put his link in the chat. Let me find it. Sorry. A little ill prepared. All right, cool. Let me find that. I'm gonna cut. All right, cool. What's up, Trix? Appreciate you for stopping in. Yeah, so this is my boy Jannard. This is his channel. He actually it's actually his video that I'm gonna be using, but he's interviewing another brother that's local named Harry Bell, and Harry Bell created a organization called Color of Positive Thought, and so I just want to put a little bit of the interview on it. on about him. He has an interesting story. I'll put a little bit of the interview from the podcast, and then I'll go to Harry Bell's channel and play a little bit of that video for him on his channel. So let me get in here. What am I looking at there? Hello. Welcome in. If you're stopping in, sub up. I'm seeing some faces that I don't recognize. So if you are new to the channel, sub up. Come in, sub, hit the like. You know what I'm saying? Stay for a while. All right, cool. Let me get that going. Make sure the volume is up. And then y'all just let me know if y'all can hear it, because I want to make sure that you can hear what I'm doing here. Okay, I got to move this over because, all right, cool. Let's see. Add to the stage. Fan that out.
Everyone, thank you for tuning in to another episode here at the Portcast. Today we have another
y'all hear
special
that?
guest with us today.
Are you able to hear that? Well, good. I'm in Connecticut. Could y'all hear that? That when I played that, let me know if y'all can hear that.
Today, and he's going to tell us a little bit about himself and the great organization that he is a part of here in the city of Bridgeport. Do you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, my name is Harry Bell, and I am the executive director of the Color of Positive Thought organization.
All right, Harry, and where are you from? Where did you grow up?
Born and raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and Trumbull Gardens, the north end, the terrace, some people may call it.
Okay, and what were some of the things you were into as a kid growing up here in Trumbull Gardens?
Back when I was growing up in Trumbull Gardens, we had a community room, big as your downstairs living room. And Donald Smith, who I tried to mirror today, back then, you know, he did everything in the community room, which as big as your kitchen and living room put together, and he made miracles out that little space. And I just hope that I can, you know, walk in his shoes, and down the line, a kid would say the same thing about me. But, you know, we in Trumbull Gardens, like I said, our best gift was Donald Smith and ping pong. I was the ping pong champion back then in '92.
Okay. And as a kid growing up here in Tears Garden, do you have dreams of what you want to be when you become an adult? What was it that you wanted to be?
You know, it's so crazy. You know, I just wanted to be better than my aunts and uncles. You know, I didn't really dream too much, but I wanted to be better than my aunts and uncles, because growing up as a kid, what I saw from them, and I loved them no matter their flaws, was drinking and alcohol. All of them died from overdoses of drugs or, liver, you know, because of drinking. So I knew as a kid that I just wanted to be better than them and live longer than them. And, and today this is where I'm at.
So it's pretty much you were kind of in survival mode.
Yeah, survival mode. I wanted more than what was offered to the people who live in these type of communities. And I believe what was offered to us was, negativity, but I wanted positivity.
And you know, that's kind of not normal for a kid at that age thinking about survival mode. That's not a normal thing to think as a kid. Why did you feel that way?
Because of what I grew up around, what I saw. I didn't really see too much, happiness. My happiness is when I used to go in my room and sketch, or again, go see Donald Smith play ping pong in the community room. But once I leave that, the reality hit from that strip of Trumbull Avenue to that apartment house to my grandmother's house, where my aunts and uncle in there fighting over the Kool-Aid, and me and my brother, we used to laugh because, You know, some of our funniest moments is when, you know, our aunts and uncle would come in the house and my brother would do something to make them argue with each other, and we just get a kick out of it, you know? Them days was like joyful, but in the reality it wasn't, but it was just our reality.
So your mom and dad not being around, did you feel different from all the other kids growing up here in Trauma Garden?
Well, you know, it's a crazy thing because, you know, feeling different outside of Trauma Garden is normal, but feeling different inside your own home is a little more crazy. Like, you know, my mom, who's actually my aunt, never made me feel a certain way or different from her biological kids. It was a mental thing, I believe, because, you know, my older sister and older brother, they had good hair. You know, I had rough hair. You know that because, you know, different fathers and stuff like that, you know. And my birth mom was still around, but
Yeah, I wanted to stop it there for a second. Just you know, touch on that a little bit, how these things that we grew up around, these things that we watching what we say to our kids, and how we shape things. And he says something that I remember hearing as a kid, you know, the difference between like good hair and bad hair or whatever. And these may be throwaway lines for us, for the adults in the room, but he's remembering this. You know what I'm saying? He's remembering this as from when he was a kid. So these are things that have shaped him. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit and just kind of see what he's talking about here. Then I'll go back if I need to.
is when the week ago, you know, it still hit my head because she had spot me from miles away. This was teasing me, like, Liz Bell is your mother, like, you know.
What happened to you in your life that wouldn't normally happen to a kid?
You know, that's why I tell the youth that I work with today to cherish your parents. You know, I remember when I got the news, you know, that it came to light that Liz Bell is your mother, like, you know, and Liz Bell was out there. She was on drugs heavy, and kids was teasing me, like, you know, like, yo, look at your mom and stuff like that. Look at your mom out there doing that. Look, so I always used to try to like run from her and stuff like that. I literally try to run from her, and it's crazy because she had spot me from miles away, and you know, and sometimes I'll spot her from miles away and try to hide before she try to come up to me and show me affection because I was embarrassed, you know. And remind you, I never lived with her, anything like that. But when she died, I passed out in the funeral. I remember my buddy Rondell was behind me, and I fell and he caught me. And only thing that I can remember of why I was feeling that way is because even to today, I remember just as much as a week ago, you know, it still hit my head like I never really told her that I loved her. You know, I never really showed her that I cared. Only time that I was happy with her is when the 1st or the 16th, when she got her food stamps or her state money, and she'd try to bless me before she go get high. But I never really got a chance to tell her that I loved her. And that shit hurt me to this day, like, you know. But regarding my dad is in a nursing home right now, and I've been like his primary caretaker for the last 10 years or more. And we had that conversation, like, why weren't he there? Why wasn't he there? And, you know, I think every guy who didn't grow up with a father and then built a relationship with their father later on, that conversation is gonna go. And, you know, he told me, at the end of the day, I had to forget, let go so I can grow.
Yeah, stop right there. It's partially my story, you know. My father was around early. I want to say up until like 8 or 9, maybe 10, and then he wasn't in my life really like on a consistent basis. Maybe like there was like 1 year after that we really were. I lived with him for a little while, but I ran away and I was doing all kind of stuff. But not until I was in my 20s that we start building a relationship. So and we had, like he's saying, when you don't have your father in your life, and then you do, um, you have those conversations about why, and you also have to, if you want to continue the relationship, you have to forgive and not forget. You do have to forgive to move on. It helped me a lot because I didn't even know that I wanted my pops in my life. I thought I didn't until he reached back out to me. So definitely we had those conversations. Good morning, Gail. Appreciate you for stopping in. All right, let's go.
Now, your parents fell victim to the many pitfalls we have in our community. Did you yourself ever find yourself on that same path?
Yeah, I was an alcoholic. I was an alcoholic for years. I'm 41 now, so I believe from like 15 to like 20 something, I was drinking. You know, I've been clean for almost 20 years now, I believe. But, you know, I was an alcoholic, and I think I was trying to, you know, hide the pain and hurt and trauma with liquor, you know, but that only lasted until I got sober, and then I had to drink another one and realize I had a problem.
And so sometimes that's how this thing become a addiction, because you're trying to mask, or you're not trying to face certain things in your life. So you're like, hey, let me do this so I won't think about this. And then all of a sudden you start to
Yeah, Joe. When my pops reached out to me, yeah, I told a story before. I think on like Father's Day when I did a live, not this year, last year. But yeah, when he reached out to me, I thought he was dying. That's how little communication we had when he called me, apologizing, and giving my mother all the credit because he has other kids, but he's just talking about me. Excuse me, me, my sister, my brother, and he was just like, yo, he gave my mother all the credit. He gave my mother all the credit and apologized for not being in my life. So yeah, he definitely felt guilty. Again, like I said, I thought he was dying. Salute TMK. Appreciate you. It's your boring ass. Don't be coming up here talking loud, trying to get it popping and get it exciting. Be doing other stuff.
and dependent on that every single day. And before you know it, you're addicted to it. So for you, how did you come up out of that situation?
I remember like it was yesterday. I was with my son, my son Samaj, and we was getting. I was with my son Samaj, and I was drunk as hell. I was drunk, and we was on our way home. He probably was like 6, 5 or something, and I fell, and I blacked out, and I woke up with a bloody little hand saying, "Daddy, get up." I guess on my way home, I was walking up some stairs and fell, and I was knocked out and bloody. And that I remember like yesterday. I just seen a small hand covered in blood and a voice, "Daddy, get up! Daddy, get up!" And that day, I vowed to give it up and live for him.
So essentially, it was your little child who changed your life around.
Wanting to be a better father.
because you didn't have that in your life. Now, you mentioned you were raised by your aunt. What type of lady is your aunt?
Oh man, she one of the strongest women in the world. You know, she had her shares of up and down, but she took on a lot and beat a lot. And she's still living, still fighting, and still could tell her story. And I love her to death.
Is there one valuable lesson you learned from your aunt that you still use to this day?
You don't have to birth someone for them to mean a word to you. And I think that's why I'm so embedded into the youth. Just because I didn't have them, it doesn't mean I love them any less than my son that I made with his mother.
Looking back,
All right, I want to stop right there. That this is what this is about today. This is about spotlighting people in the community that are doing things. Now, he just said something important, like just because you didn't birth the kids doesn't mean that you can't love them and love on them and try to provide. This is just some of his story. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. So I'm going to see him talk about this actual program, and you can see it here. Color a positive thought. That's the actual program. You can look that up. And also too, in the description of this video, I have the link to the channel where this interview is. That's the podcast. And I also have the link to Harry Bell's. He has a YouTube channel. He's not really active on there, but it's like a 9-minute video of his story. And I believe there's a documentary out about him too. I got to double check that and get on that. But I'm going to try to fast forward a little bit and try to find something about I wanted to give a little backdrop of his story and then try to find a little bit about his program. Let me see.
With the push of color of positive thought, their situation. The goal of color of positive 20 years ago. Yes,
can you let everyone know the name of that organization and what is the mission goal of your organization?
Yes, the Color of Positive Thought organization, which I founded over 20 years ago. You know, it started on a patio with 5 kids, my son and 4 of his friends. And today we service hundreds or thousands of youth across the city. The goal of Color of Positive Thought is letting youth understand no matter how hard their situation is, no matter how negative their situation is, with the push of color of positive thought, we will help you find positive in that negative situation.
And you're a living testimony to that.
Yes, I am.
And you mentioned that you started this program with 5 or 6 kids on your patio here in Trumbull Garden. What was that like?
It was crazy. You know, it was crazy. Because I didn't have no funding. I had nothing. I just had, an idea. And I had a patio. And I had, one thing I could say, the neighborhood really invested in color of positive thought. The community, I remember doing events and, everybody in the community would have chipped in, from buying a box of, the lady in apartment A bought a box of chips. The lady in apartment D brought cases of water. And it just grew. It literally broke my pockets because I went in all my savings. But I believed in it. When you believe in something, in the beginning, it normally doesn't work out the way it works out in the end. But you got to keep striving. And that's what I did. And now today, we are one of the strongest organizations probably in Connecticut regarding youth.
At any point in time during the early stages of being on that patio with 5 or 6 kids, Did you ever thought about giving up?
Yeah, it's crazy. I thought many times of giving up. But like I said, back then too, community was different. I had a neighbor by the name of Chelsea King. And I swear to you, I used to work night shifts, get off in the morning. Somehow, whenever I felt like I was giving up, I could be coming home and she'd be in her window and be like, don't give up. And I'll go right to our little kitchen window, sit under it, and she'd just be encouraging me, And it's people like that that keep you going. That's why I wrote a quote in my coloring book. On your way to the top, never forget your stops. And your stops could be the maintenance person that encourage you before you get to the top. One of my stops was my neighbor. As she's doing the dishes, I'm outside of her kitchen window and she's encouraging me at the right time.
Okay, so we can't forget about what you mentioned about your coloring book. So let's talk about one of the things that played a huge part of CAP and also bears the same name of this organization, and that's the coloring book. Where did that concept come about?
Like I said, back when I was younger, I wanted to escape.
All right. I'm gonna stop it right there. It got like interview is 26 minutes. I probably played half of it, but me and Jannard is cool. I told him I was going to use it, and I was going to use it at night. I wanted him to be able to be here and hop up on a panel, but I'll figure out another way to have him on. He's cool peoples, and I want to push his channel and his mission. But yeah, I'm going to stop it there because I think y'all get the point of what I wanted to spotlight this and just leave it up there now so you can see what it is. The organization is Color of Positive Thought. Based here in Connecticut, in Bridgeport, Connecticut. The founder is Harry Bell. That's him up on the that I'm sharing here on the screen. Harry Bell, and this interview is on Portcast channel. He has other interviews on there for within the community, but I did want to I'm gonna put that back in there. Oh yeah. Hey, what's good, Lorna? Lorna here. I didn't say it out loud. What's good, YouTube Unfold? Appreciate you for being here. Of course, Vibrant Love, always modding up. Good morning. How you doing? I'm sure you got your workout in. It's 10:32 where I'm at now, so I'm sure you already got your workout in. But yeah, so on the screen, this is Harry Bell. You can see the name, Color of Positive Thought. This is in the community that I live in. He does service a lot of Connecticut. He has a lot of like coat drives. He has functions. He has different things different function in the community that he definitely has a good name, and he's solid across the board as far as providing for the community. Very important. That's what today was about, was spotlighting those places in your community. Again, I know right now things seem a little crazy in the world, and you may think that you may not feel like there's enough compassion, but there are people. I promise you, if you look within your communities, I promise you will find programs and people like Harry Bell here. And again, that's whether it's mentorship, food pantries, youth organizations, local businesses. There are a lot of people that are doing good work within the community. And if you want to, you can spotlight them on your channel. You have a platform, you can spotlight them, or you can pass the information on to somebody else, or boots on the ground. You can just go walk into these places. I'm sure, programs like this get plenty of donations. Well, get donations, but I'm sure they will accept plenty more. And so if you want to be encouraged, if that's something that moves you, something that encourages you, seeing good things happen and seeing the community come together, then, pour into these programs. You know what I'm saying? Pour into these programs. They are there, and if you look, you'll find them. Let me see what you're saying here. Sometimes I think people encourage you when you think you're giving up. I don't know. Yeah. Well, listen. Um, you know, we need that. We need it all. You know, we need we need every last person, if you have a spiritual belief, if you have um, a particular belief, or you just yourself genuinely want to see good things happen. Um, we all need each other. And that's the overriding thing that I'm talking about. We all need each other. And and I'm gonna encourage you, don't let perception and what people may push, especially when it comes to negativity, don't let that fool you. There are people that are doing amazing things within your community. Get there, connect with them. I think if that's the thing you want to see a better community, you want to see some of these programs continue and thrive, then it's going to be up to us. I know there's government funding, there's grants, and there's things like that. But ultimately, if we want these things to succeed, it's up to us to keep them going. And this is for kids. You heard his story. He doesn't come from, he said he loves his people, loves his family, but the things that he saw, wasn't positive things. And it took a negative thing to happen to him in order for him to change his life. Getting drunk, passing out in front of his son changed his life. So, and then he went on to want to save and want to help other kids that were potentially in his situation. And hey, Carrie, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I would encourage you to go check it out too. Check out this interview. It's on the podcast. And this is something that I know you're passionate about, as far as the community and things like that. People in particular, people getting meals and things like that. But this brother here is Harry Bell. His organization is Color of Positive Thought. He's in my city in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And I just ran a little bit of his story and how he started his organization. And if you get a chance, I see Vibrant Love killing the mod. Vibrant Love, you can find this particular interview on podcast and then post it. That'll be cool. And then hopefully you guys can again, if you came in now, you came in late. This is just me encouraging people to find those things within their community. Find these programs, find these people, find these organizations within your community. Do not let the big overall picture of politics and what people are doing and funding and things like that. Don't let that stop you from finding these things within your community. There's a lot of programs, a lot of people doing a lot of hard work. And they could use our help. They could use, whether it be your time, whether it be money, whether it be dropping off some coats, old clothes that you have in your closet. You throwing away these, donating to these organizations and things like that. But these guys are really, like, this guy is talking about. I have another brother too. I want to get him up here. His name is Gary. He has an organization called Swag. I will, on one of these mornings, I'll share his stuff as well. And these are all people that I know. I don't know Harry Bell personally. I know I connected with him at several events, as far as like a DAP or whatever. And he actually, my son made a painting in his art class of Biggie, and they did an auction. This guy, Harry Bell, actually bought, they did the auction. He actually paid $100 for my son's painting. So, like, he showed up, didn't have to be there because it wasn't his event. It was ICANN, which is my boy Wes. Yeah, I know quite a few people that are doing things, that have organizations, and they're serving the community in different ways. I just got too many to name now, but I'm gonna start spotlighting them in this session when I do this, my Hydrate-N-Chat, and I talk about what's going on in your community. I will highlight these guys, but these guys are actually doing really, really good things and spending their time and their money. The time and the money is the most important thing, because you got to understand these people have families, they got obligations, they're working. So these guys are working full-time jobs, getting off work, going, opening these doors for these organizations, for these kids to come in, provide places for them to, whether it be art, sports, do their homework. They're providing these places, feeding them, clothing them, toys when it comes to holidays and things like that, food when it comes to holidays. Um, but let's see. Yeah, the link is there. Vibrant Low just put it in Vagoda. I don't know where you at. Are you on the Vagoda? You're on the you're on the portrait side. You got to come. I'm streaming on both. So if you go to my channel and then go to the, what is it? I forgot. It's portrait in the other one. I lose the wording for it. But if you go to the other chat on my channel, go to the other one. I'll wait for you to do that, and then just to let you know, just make sure you got the link to that. Just to make sure you got the link to that. But yeah, that's what today was about. To hydrate, of course. Make sure you get your hydration in between our little sips. In between our little sips, we'll have a little chat. And hopefully I can I'm providing some value to you guys, and you guys come back. I got a lot more things that I want to do. I was hoping Slander come pop in the chat, because I'm having a heck of a time with this. Me and him were doing the movie, the reviews, and it's just timing and everything. So I started watching them and uploaded them, but it's just a lot. I enjoy working with him more than I enjoy doing these things by myself, but I'll reach out to him. That's a whole nother thing. Vagoda, let me know when you get into the chat, into the regular chat, if you want to. I'll wait for like another minute or two, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Let me take that out the way. Yeah, man. It's Friday too, man. What y'all got going on this weekend? I'm actually off tonight, so I'm looking forward to hopping in some of these, maybe hopping on a couple of panels and things like that. Find me some discussions in between life, and got a couple of things I need to do, but other than that, and I'm a homebody these days. You don't know how to get to the second list. How do you do that? You gotta you're on the you got to go back in YouTube and just go to my channel. There should be 2 live streams posted on my channel. So you got to get out of this particular, you're still in the portrait, you're still in the shorts algorithm. So X out of that, go into because the links are not clickable, and I don't believe the links are clickable in the short feed. So go into the get out of this stream, go back to my channel. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. It is a little bit confusing. I'm messing with it because I'm looking for numbers, looking for subs. Yeah. No secret here. Looking to increase the subs and get into a different audience, and possibly grab a sub or 2 here and there from the feed, the short feed, and then because I'm looking to grow the channel. I'm not even gonna act like I'm not. I'm looking to grow the channel, so I looked into all the ways that you could do that, and StreamYard just provided this, so I think it's a good tool. I think it's a good tool to use to get into the shorts feed, and get some more other eyes on you. Get some more eyes on you in your channel if you're looking to grow. I didn't take the growth serious. Like, I wanted to grow, but I wasn't taking it serious until the last 5-6 months. I was just trying to figure out how I could actually grow and and then you actually got to do the work. I'm not making viral material. You know what I'm saying? You can make a viral video and your channel will grow, but I don't know if those are okay. So it looks like you're in the right chat now, Pagoda. Yes, you're in the right chat, and the link is up where you see Vibrant Lowell has an interview. That's where the link is, and that's also the channel that I got the link from. And then that's Portcast. And then if you go to Harry Bell has a 9-minute, like a little 9-minute interview that's separate from this. If you go to Color of Positive Thought, Vibrant Lowell actually posted that in the chat as well already. You can learn a little bit more about Harry Bell, and then you can go on his Instagram and actually see what he actually does and see some of the events. And you know, so you can see that he's doing that work. So yeah, let me know when you okay. You said 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. I don't know what that means, but all right, yeah, we had about 55 minutes. That's what I have for y'all today. I might come back later on something else, but I wanted to do my Hydrate-N-Chat. I should have done 2 or 3 of these this week and just couldn't get it together, man. Couldn't get it together. So today I slept in last night. I got up this morning. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do this this chat instead of because you could and like most of us, I could fill my day with plenty of stuff. There's always stuff to do if I don't take time to do this. But thank y'all for stopping in. Appreciate you too. Appreciate you for coming in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's good, Raw? If you go back, Raw, this was a community-based live. I'll be interested in you seeing it as well, and then taking a look at it. And again, I want looking for feedback too from these things. But definitely. Oh, you got his IG in there? Okay. Yeah, man. He's doing really good work in the community, man. I want to make sure that we salute these people in our communities again, regardless of what's going on and what the perception is. We have these people there. They're in our communities, and they are doing things that are really, really important and effective, even if it's on a small scale. You know, we want to support those people, and me personally, I want to highlight those people. I want to highlight those people because if we listen to the news and we listen to the talking heads and you know people on different sides of the aisle, whether it be politically or religious or you know racially, like they're not. You wouldn't think that things like these are going on and like people are really coming together and trying to make sure the kids in our community have what they need, or at least get some of what they need. So I know I've said it about 20 times, but I'm going to encourage y'all to go to y'all communities, spotlight these things. And then, so yeah, we have 57 minutes. I'm gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all. Again, I might come back later on something else. And if y'all doing some things, then I definitely tap in with everybody here. Really, y'all been a really, really supportive community to me. I really appreciate it. All right. One more time, Lorna, not Lorna, Vibrant or one of my mods, the link to that interview that I had up here with on the Portcast channel with Harry Bell. If y'all could post that one more time for Vagoda. He said he's in Tel Aviv, so 5 something at night. Appreciate you for stopping in. That's what's up. All right. Let's see. That is the outro. Yes. All right. All right, Vagoda. You're gonna have to go back when this. Oh, okay. You got the interview there. All right, cool. Nah, that's what's up, Triggs. I always appreciate you, man. Whatever, man. Just I appreciate you stopping in. When y'all stop in, even if y'all check in, y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. That'll be nice. Hit the thumbs up. That'll be cool. That's the best thing I could ask for. Come in, hit the thumbs up, and of course, engage with the content. Engage with each other as well. But stopping in and saying what's up and subbing and sharing and contributing to the conversation is really all I ask. And I appreciate y'all for real. So I'm gonna be up out of here. Y'all be safe. Again, to your loved ones, don't leave anything unsaid. Say it. We not promise tomorrow. All right, I see.
Yeah. Look. Invitation sent, signed, sealed, delivered, you got it, now welcome in. Engaging with the listener, a space for where you is. As we debate particulars, trying to build a bridge through conversation that's intimate, the mission is. Thought-provoking with words spoken, bitter truth, not sugar-coated. Just an openness, place on display. Wisdom in the words that he say. A part of just embracing every gray over here. No fear, clear, I'm unafraid. I'm much older, I no longer hold a child ways. Adults in the room, times past for playing games. Grown talk, isn't that the reason why you came? Simple and plain, delivery raw, straight to the chase. Better than before, learning from your yesterdays. Introducing insight, influence, be amazed by a brother of a certain age. Now rock with 'em.